Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the AMF GT Dev Series broadcast, Round 1, Season 6, 2019. I'm one of the commentators, Steve Kirk, and inside the commentary box with me today is Isaac. How you going, Isaac?
I'm going pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. It's a bit of a long wait there for the service to jump up, but that's what we get, you know, a little bit of technical difficulties. As we're swapping from last season's just GT3, we're going to a GT3 GTE mix class this season. How good's that going to be?
Yeah, we're good. Have more experienced people driving in the GTEs, while also seeing a couple of other more known people sticking with the GT3s, which I'm looking on the screen. But yeah, it should be pretty good being dual class now. Adds a bit of action to it.
Yeah, well, that reminds me of last year. The start of last year, we had that feature race. We had the Mazdas and we had the GT3s, the mixed class race at Bathurst. That was an awesome race, that one. So hopefully this season is going to be a bit of the same of that. And what we've seen through practice today and in the practice sessions that I've been in, there's some really fast guys out there. And a couple of tips: there's actually a couple of GT3 drivers faster than some of the GTE guys. So it's definitely going to make really good racing.
It definitely would, and with that little bit of that overlap, could that mean we could have battles between the topper GT3 drivers over the more slower GTEs?
Yeah, well, that's definitely right. So it's good. It's good to see that we're transitioned into something a little bit like that. AMF did put a poll out and ask if they wanted to move to GTEs, and there was an absolute. The post on Facebook went off. Everyone was like, "Yep, we have to do it. We have to move forward with this." So it's a good thing for the AMF guys and what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Um, it also coincides with the official iRacing with their switch from GT3s to GTEs. I expect a few more GTE cars coming to iRacing in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, hopefully we get some good ones. All right, let's run through today's race. It's at Brands Hatch. We've got a 45-minute race as we usually do with the AMF Dev Series. As we said before, it's GTE and GT3 mixed class. We have elite drivers and pro drivers in the GTE class, and the GT3s are the amateurs and the rookies. Partly cloudy. It's a morning and it's a 70% track state. I'll bring up the weather for you during the race and we'll go through it from then. But first, we'll show you who the new sponsor is.
That's right. The new sponsor will be. It is
Race Management Service.
Care to put more information in there?
Yeah, okay. Race Management Services is a one-stop shop for all your iRacing software. So going forward, Race Management Services are going to design software for just basically for iRacing, that it's a one software thing. Anything you need to do with iRacing, this software can do it. Broadcasting from anything you need. So keep an eye out for it. You'll see it in the upcoming months. It's very, very new at the moment, but yeah, hopefully it's going to get some ground. It's really going to take off, and what I've heard from it is definitely something that I would want to have on my machine for sure.
Definitely, I would also use it. Going to racing.
Yeah, well, that's practice over, so let's have a crack when they're having a grid. Just waiting for the cars to come up now.
We got cars lining up on the grid, looking very very cool there.
Yeah, we're just waiting for a few to jump in. We've got the pole sitter. Daniel's not jumped in yet, or P4 Heath. He's not jumped in. Talk of the devil. Devil appears. There's Heath there. Just waiting for Daniel to jump on as well. Here they go for their rolling start.
They're on the way. It's a couple of corners that, in my opinion, to look out for. One of them is the ones that the GTEs has just gone out of. That's Paddock Hill Bend, turn 1. Very technical downhill section on a off camber, so that's going to definitely catch some people off guard.
And there's the gold and white Amazon Porsche
So
from Matt Morris's in P2. There's a few of them cars in the field.
Yeah, there are a few cars in that field.
By the timing screen, saying there's no GT3s on track at the moment.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm just hearing from race control the service settings something's gone wrong with the service settings with the GT3s, so they're actually writing off this round as a no contest. So we're going to broadcast the GTE race anyway. As they off they go, the pace car pulls off. There's Matt Morris leading into turn 1.
All pretty clean down the back there, off Paddock Hill Bend.
Craig Edwards having a look on the outside.
Oh, and we got spinner. Schwecky around. That's down at turn 2 off Paddock Hill Bend. Looks like he got turned then.
That's it. We'll have a look at that in a replay in just a minute. I just want to see how this Craig Edwards and Matt Morris fight's going to go.
So Collins has gone back to the, or he caught up to the back of the GT3 grid. That's good to see. Absolutely lost it. Got turned around at Druids. So first lap, mainly clean for all the drivers. Just that little incident with Schwecky down at oh, we got another one. Oh, that's a biggie. Is that Pat Gallo and trying to pick up who that driver is in the Ford. Philip Morton in the FT1.
Yeah, let's get a replay
Ford GT
of that.
as he got involved in the incident down at Druids.
Oh, he just came behind him and gave him a tap there. 2 LeBlanc cars got caught up in that one.
Oh, very unfortunate. Phil being the, looks like might be the innocent bystander in that. Bit of a shame. You know, all these happening in the new year, everyone is a little bit rusty, but as the series progresses, everyone should be a little bit cleaner, and so things progress the way it needs to be. It's shown. It has been shown up for me visually, which is weird. Something must be going on in the technical sides. Oh. Yeah, it was. No. Oh yeah, I've seen a few in real life going down that corner. Really is a very it's a tight one, even coming out of Paddock Hill Bend. Got a couple of good battles going on at the moment. Battle for the lead is quite tight. Nearly a second, or over a second between first and fourth. Matt Morris currently in the lead over Craig Edwards. So yeah. So far, it looks pretty good.
Well, let's jump back to the GT3s. We're on board here with Rob Gray.
A bit of a battle behind him. Oh, one wide. Oh boy! Stuart
What a
Coulter,
crash!
And I believe that's one of the FSR cars. It's Scott Goodman. Goodman got involved there, right behind Bob Gray.
Yeah, well, I just saw that at the corner there. We'll get a replay of that and see what exactly happened there.
Check it out on the replay. Looks like, see what happened. Because Stuart went wide. See what happened here. Went wide. Oh, he hit the grass. In the grass, right out sideways.
That's a KV quote. And to drop it in there.
Yep. And yeah, Stuart's back in the bits.
Oh, lucky. At least he can drive it back there, so.
Unfortunately. It's a shame. That was a really shaping up to be a pretty good battle between the leaders of the GT3s. Just looking at the front of the overall class, looks like the gap has gone down significantly. Craig Edwards now almost less than a tenth over Matt Morris. We could see a pass soon, but if I was Craig, I would possibly get him at around Sterling's Road, turn 8.
Well, if you see this, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 chain here that's going on here.
Porsche, and to be more precise, it's Ferrari in the odds, Porsche's in the even. So Ferrari, Porsche.
Definitely, them RSRs are a lot more forgiving than a Ferrari is.
Yeah, definitely. There are a few advancements of the Porsches and there is over Ferraris. As believe we could have a. Well, is it going for a pass? No, it's not. Keeps it locked tight there.
Yeah, that's it. These guys know how they drive anyway. You should have seen them in the practice session messing around as well. So, look, these guys are going to run it a little bit. If Matt up the front there is going to make a mistake, that I don't think he will at the moment. Oh, Craig on the grass.
Yeah, I say Craig on the grass. That's almost the commentator's curse there.
Yeah, I know. I got to watch what I say, and that's what like last season I did this as well when we were commentating on a few battles that were going on. You know, Matt Morris is going to hang out there, and Craig Edwards is going to put the pressure on you because you definitely don't want Craig Edwards behind you, especially when you're in P1. So look, I reckon they're just going to wait until the pit stops and just cruise along, do this kind of racing until there's a mistake made. As you can see, Heath Brennan's right up the back of Craig at the moment, from obviously him just touching that grass and slowing him up a bit. So we'll definitely see what happens. But my bet's on, I reckon it's a bit too early to call that there's any rash moves going to be made. But if this was a last 5-lap battle, I think it'd be on for young and old.
I definitely would see dive bombs aplenty from these lots, but I want to keep it clean because we only got into approximately. We're able to enter our first 10 minutes of the race, and they don't want to make incidents. Oh! Liam Jensen just gone slightly wide there at Paddock Hill Bend. Just looks like he might have locked the brakes coming into there. I only saw half of it. Let's go back and see what happened to him because I got a feeling that he may have locked it there. Liam Jensen in the Ferrari 488 GTE.
Oh, we just missed it there. We'll go back a little bit more.
Let's see what happened. Oh, looks like he was trying to do a pass with a Porsche.
Oh, he went in a bit too
Nathan
hot
Anderson. Looks like he was able to do the pass, but got a little bit too late on the brakes and just gone wide at Paddock Hill Bend. Just got on the grass, got on the sand, but was lucky not to turn around. So pretty good.
Yeah, he did well. He kept it off the track there. He didn't re-enter the track too, well, too violently and take someone else's out of a race. So good on him for that.
Yeah, did really good for him for keeping to not spin it. That's what I really like. Oh. Just keeping it cool until maybe the final few minutes of the race. Don't want to be making any more incidents than there is already. Bit of competition already. Oh boy, it's getting a little hairy there. Between the GT3s and the GTEs. Steven, Varga got a little squirrely there. Coming out of turn number 3.
Oh, there is a bit of a battle going back on here.
All trying to weave their way around like it's peak hour in the Sydney CBD. Trust me, I've seen it firsthand. Oh, Morton wide. One wide at Hawthorn. I think that's the corner. Looking at a trap map online, it's probably not useful. But
yeah, I just know the numbers to be honest. I don't know the names for this one. And probably only the track I do know the names for is probably Mount Panorama.
Yeah. Yeah, Mount Panorama is like for every Australian mud. Oh! Mon around! Oh, whoa! Oh, no! Don't get out of there! Oh, thank God! So lucky.
Let's go back and have that on replay. Who was that just spun then?
That was Phil Morton in the FT1 Ford GT. Looks like he got on the back of a BMW. That's of Rob Gray, and seemed to have spun on his own end. Gonna quickly check that. Could have been Neckert, or could he just been a little bit. That's a weird one, in my opinion. That's really weird. It's just bumps into the back of Gray and then just spins.
Yeah, definitely a bit weird on that one.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I've seen that one before. There's always a first for iRacing, and that has to be my first. Oh, Gallo! Heavy damage on the Porsche. Starting to crab tail it. Crab walk. Doing a bit of a crab walk. Looks like that car might be done unless there's any quick repairs in place. So I would think that's the case.
I'm trying to get an instant replay of that, and
Heavy damage on that Porsche 911. Looks like the battle in the front kind of calmed down a little.
yeah, it was a bit of internet issue there, and he definitely went off the track.
Second, now close to 5 tenths. But now has to deal with lap traffic up ahead, which are the slower running GT3s. Oh, Matt Morris. What are they going to do? Oh, please don't. Oh, good job.
Well, that's good driving right there.
Yeah, well done to let's see who that was. Sebastian. Good job on him for letting them all by. I don't know what happens there. Craig's about to go for a pass. He's going to go on the outside of turn 5. Is he going to do a crisscross? The answer for that will be a no. Trying to go for a pass. That was the pass for the lead, but it looks like he wasn't able to capitalize on it. And looks like he's backed off a little. Holly going for a second attempt here somewhere. Going to keep eyes up.
Definitely putting the pressure on him though.
Oh, definitely.
Like he made a few mistakes back a few laps ago, but now he's caught right up the back of him. They've got a fair bit of gap on the next guys through. You know they've got about 2 seconds on him, so Craig's really putting the pressure on. He will make a move if he can, or as he looks down the inside then, but that's probably not the corner to do it.
No, I know a few corners that you could do the pass. This is possibly one of them, but he manages to stay behind. Craig staying behind Morris. And it looks like the gap has slightly expanded a little. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's either growing or shrinking.
Still, I still wouldn't want Craig Edwards,
we shall see if
2 tenths behind
if he
me.
tries to go for a pass again, coming into turn number 5. It looks like he's backed off it a little. Trying to get the most amount of draft on the back of the Ferrari. In my opinion, I feel like the Ferrari is the best in terms of aerodynamics because it looks so streamlined over the Porsche, which kind of looks like a very expensive luxury yacht, in my opinion. But yeah, Craig trying to get into the back of Matt. He's trying to go for a pass here at Paddock Bend. Just backs off just a little. Gap now just a tenth. I could sense that Craig wants to pass Matt, but it's only just a matter of when he will do it. And they don't want to make a mistake because that might bring on an accordion effect. Had the rest come in, and it'll be just like the first couple of laps of this race. So let's just hope that that's not the case. But at the moment, it looks like they're all going in pretty good. Craig's had a look on the inside to see if there's an available passing spot. He's gonna throw. That was close. Too close to my liking. I can sense it, but it looks like the gap has extended out now.
And then a little bit further down the field, we've got 5th place, Dominic Ferraris. He's pretty close. What other close battles we got? The GT3 of Stephen Varga. 4 tenths off the back of 12th place there. Also, Kester Mack is pretty close to the back of Stuart Carsley, back down in P20. So we will flick through, we will go through and see all the different battles that's going on through the pack here.
Yeah, certainly. Here we go, Steve. It's almost like an inter-team battle between Varga and Adam Gardner. We've also got Phil Morton in behind them in the Ford GT. So he needs to try and thread the needle.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, this needle is in the middle of a haystack, so trying to get through here might be near on impossible. But here we go. Pretty good battle on at the moment.
Yeah, they're getting pretty close to each other on that one. Adam Gardner at the back there of Stephen Varga, and then Philip Morton's in the. Is it Philip? No, that's the next one back. So it would be Rob Gray in front of him.
Yeah, and now Morton's in the pits.
I wonder what was going on there with Rob Gray, if he had his pit stop or not, because no, he hasn't. But he was up first place for a bit there. He must have had an off.
Yeah, he had that little incident with Phil Morton earlier. And all this crazy conundrum where we're must have gone wide or something and lost a bunch of spots.
Yeah,
looks like the gap between Varga and Gardner have seemed to extend it a little as well.
Yeah, but all these Redback Racing guys are up the front of these GT3 field at the moment.
That's pretty good to see. Well, we might have another battle here. Stephen Ladderball, Heath Brennan, and Trent Thomas. This is for the edge. Oh, hello! It's caught on the edge of the screen.
Yeah, who was that in the background there?
Morris! Morris is in the wall! How did that happen?
Oh no, we'll have to find a replay of that.
Oh, you're kidding me! Turned around by Craig Edwards. Got turned around at West End. Now, was that netcode or was it an actual spin? Let me just try and figure that out. Oh, Craig was trying to do a pass on the outside. That's never going to work. Well, let's see what actually...
Yeah,
happened.
that's definitely
Yeah,
definitely unlucky. He's touched the grass a bit and the front's rotated round into his rear. Very unlucky for Matt Morris there. Oh, not going to be one happy camper if that was me, but yeah, it's something that was a driving incident or a mistake, because you know that Craig Edwards doesn't drive like that and he doesn't make moves if it's not going to stick. But yeah, definitely, yeah, that's sad to see.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately. And Race Control is going to have a very good look at that incident.
Oh, definitely, you would have to.
Yeah. Got a bit of racing RC experience myself, and I honestly think that might have... It almost looked like it was Craig's fault, but I'm not going to do the final judgment until we get a final result from Race Control themselves. But yeah, what a shame that happened.
Yeah,
it was shaping up to be a pretty good battle, but now it's just...
Yeah, I was going to hang out for that one and just wait to see what happens after the pit stops and see what would happen there. But let's go back on to first place of the GT3s. We've got Chad Hearn. He's got an 8-second lead over his teammate.
Chad Hearn.
So he's basically just cruising around on his own at the moment.
Yeah, all on his lonesome.
Hey, that's how you'd like it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Just out by yourself, doing a few hot laps, trying to almost equalise your qualifying lap pace.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're alone there and you've got no pressure on behind you.
If I'm the class leader, I'd just try and do max quali laps. Just cruise it, try not to ruin your tyres too much. And yeah, go from there. See if the field catches up with you or... it stays with you.
Yeah, I was just looking at the track map there, and we have pretty bunched up between car 1 and all the way back to 7-11. They're pretty much from Craig Edwards all the way back to Ryan Jones, and everyone's
now they're
pissed
trying
out.
to thread the needle from a few GTE leaders. As looks like a couple of people are pitting now. Stuart Carsley in the Mercedes AMG just came into the pits. See if there's any other battles happening at the moment, but looks like they're all pretty settled now. Nothing really going on as much as Precision's, but I think we might catch up with one. That's between Chris Whitaker, Liam Eagle, David Miller, and Liam Jensen. It was a battle for the unlucky spot, position number 13 in the GTE class.
That's only unlucky for some.
See how that's... Whoa, Chris.
Locks it up a little bit there.
Locked it up, coming to Druids. Bit of a... now we got a bit of a battle down. Oh, right out sideways, Liam Eagle. Just gets it sideways. Nearly hits the guardrail, but well done on car control there.
Yeah, especially in that one too.
Oh, but he's getting caught up. There's going to be a pass. There's going to be a pass on... Oh, 4 Tupperwares. Devin Miller was going to go for the pass, but now is caught in a bit of lap traffic. So that's actually bunching up the other cars involved there. Sebastian trying his best not to get involved, but goes a little wide. Lets them all go past. Well done on that behalf. Gets it out there pretty good.
Yeah, we've definitely said that a few times over the last season. Oh, just in front of him now. GT3 going off the track there. My timing screen's gone
kind of disapparated now because all the gaps now extended out onto each other. But there surely will have to be pit stops coming very soon for the GTE leaders.
Well, that's right, because we're in 20 minutes at the moment.
We're almost halfway there. Oh, Craig Edwards currently on the back of Kenneth Latta.
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking at then. Craig Edwards, obviously, because of that.
Works Porsche 911.
He's the only one that's had a pit stop.
Okay.
There's a couple of others. Liam Eagle has, and so has David Miller. Michael Barron for a GT3. They've been in the pits. GTE, sorry. They've been in the pits as well.
Oh, yeah.
We have Dominic Ferris. Timing screen's going crazy. Trent Thomas. Steve Lattimore.
There's a lot.
Ryan Jones. They're all in the pits at the moment.
Oh boy. Imagine the traffic coming out pit lane. They're all coming out one by one. Rohan Keans? Sorry if I butchered your name. The last one to come out from the remaining pack. Oh, Liam wide at Paddock Hill Bend. Manages to get it back on the tarmac. Knowing Paddock Hill Bend pretty well, it is a very, very, very technical corner. But now there is a lot of GT3 cars within a GTE battle pack.
Oh, it's all the way through the field. I'm trying to keep up with the timing screens at the moment.
Bit of a battle now again. Kenneth Latta. Looks like Craig Edwards has finally got an FSR teammate to back him up, and that's Colin Schwecke. And Kenneth just pulled out of that and is now in the pits. So he's taken himself out of that battle pack, and it's gone straight for pit lane.
Yeah, but Colin there hasn't had a pit stop yet.
Looks like nearly everyone has gone to the pits, but I feel like I might have missed a couple.
Yeah, I think the timing screen's going a little bit crazy. I think it's the short lap times and that many cars and the two classes. I think the time screen's having a field day trying to keep up at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's basically you've got to wait for them to go past the start-finish line so you can actually commentate on where they are and what they're doing.
I know that feeling, and Scott Worden from Race Control, the incident between Craig Edwards and 966, that would be Matt Morris, has been declared a racing incident / netcode, has been a netcode incident, so no further action is now required. So, yeah.
There's Chad Hearn still up the front of the GT3.
I reckon that's a pretty good decision. I did see a bit of netcode when they were looking at that incident, so I have to agree with Race Control. Good choice there.
Yeah, definitely. As when we looked at that incident
side by
itself.
side. Who was that? That is Trent Thomas on to Aaron Ivers, trying to make a pass coming out of the final corner. Trent being swallowed by a couple of cars. Now having to deal with lap traffic. This is always a nail biter moment, because I've got a feeling that there's going to be an incident somewhere involving these cars, these two.
That's a commentator's curse if you say that.
Oops.
If anything happens, you know these boys are going to come back and write you a nice private message on iRacing there.
I think I've just cursed myself.
Nah, you'd be right.
Oh. Adam a little bit late there, coming out of turn 6. And got caught in behind by another FSR Ferrari. Looks like he may have injured.
Just a few back there. Who was that?
There.
Heath Brennan that
Looks
went
like
off on the grass there.
Gotta keep an eye on him for a sec, just in case anything bad
Steve
happens.
Lattimore making the move.
Oh wow, good pass. Oh, side by side. Wow. That. Oh. What was that?
I'll try and find out who that was. I think it was...
Boy, oh boy. The race has gone off.
Yeah, as I said about the whole timing screen, even then I was trying to find out which car was actually dropping down the timing screen and none were moving.
It's always those little issues.
Well, that's all right. What would it be with an AMF Def Series broadcast if we didn't have any technical issues? I think Bruce is sitting at home laughing at the moment, just going, sucked in, Steve. No, but no, that's what happens. Look, you know, you can have the biggest plan or the best plan you can do, and you get there on the night, and nothing works for you. But the fact is that this is what we do, and we'll learn and we'll move forward, and not only that, we'll probably take the piss out of ourselves as well doing it.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Saw that the 74. Was it 74? No, 740 Mercedes of Stephen Varga. Just trying to get out of harm's way from other GTE cars.
That's it then. He's
in the pits.
He's got not many GTEs real close to him anyway at the moment. He's got a little bit of a lead over Adam Gardner. But Rob Gray's coming back there as well, so that's another one. Rob probably wants his spot back.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'll definitely want that spot back. And he's gonna try and fight tooth and nail to try and get up to the two redback cars and maybe try and fire him down at single line. By one saying that there are two Porsches about to coming behind him, about to lasso him and gonna pass him in a moment. So let's see how that's gonna end up.
I think they're making it a little bit boring for us to commentate. I think there's only a couple of little battles going on around the place. I think me and Bruce had the
boy.
same issue last season.
Rob just trying to let all the Porsches by, make sure they don't get involved in any incident. Oh, that was close. That's too close. That's too close. Too close to comfort, but manages to pull it off. Well done there. Well done, Rob and William, for letting him have enough room. See what else is happening, but looks like just the usual. It looks like a normal day in the world of sim racing, trying to pass all these lap traffic.
Yeah, well, that's it. They've done pretty well tonight. There's not been no major accidents. There's only been a few smaller ones. And with 11 minutes to go, they've done pretty well. 26 laps, one pit stop.
That's pretty good.
No, they've done well. You know, especially like you know, the AMF bringing these GTEs into it, and we've seen a few races where yeah, basically the half the field gets taken out. So the difference in speed, especially on a short track at this one in round one usually gets a lot of numbers and everyone's starting the series off. But no, it's really good to see that there's not many major instances. A couple of smaller, you know, little fender benders with people. But there's nothing too major with the lap traffic and the faster cars.
Yeah, certainly, and got a thing from Race Control again. Car 966, Matt Morris, and car 554, that's Mark Dial, has also been declared a netcode incident. That was on lap 22. I feel I might have missed that one somehow.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm just watching this. This up the top of the GT3 class at the moment, because look how bunched up they are.
If you were in a GT3 car and you saw all these faster GTE cars, would you want to battle? Would you want to battle with them, or do you just want to let them by?
No, but I can understand where Rob is. You know, Rob's in 4th position. Oh,
Gardner in the wall. What happened there? It's like, oh no! You're kidding me! He's done it all by himself. 2 wheels on the grass. Waxing the Chris Whitaker.
Unlucky.
And straight. Oh, what a shame! What a shame. He was doing so good as well. He was doing so good in his class.
Well, that's
one of the woes of lap traffic.
Yeah, well, that's the curse we were just talking about.
There's going to be some place where everyone's going to get unsettled, and unfortunately, that corner, that's a pretty tight corner, in my opinion. And trying to pass there is pretty daunting. And here we go, and looks like Rob Grace just picked off Stephen Barker for, I believe that's 2nd in class.
Yeah, that's
Chad Hurd hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah, that'll be 2nd in class. That's
so
Rob's
he
just
managed
picked up.
to pretty much catch up and pass both the redback cars in a space of a lap.
Yeah, but not only that, you being Stephen Varga, and
also no penalty for car 350. Adam Gardner and car 735 Chris Whitaker. That was the incident that we saw beforehand. Again, good call. 2 wheels on the grass. There's absolutely no way of trying to avoid that.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen a car slow down there. But what I was saying, you know, Stephen Varga, he's in the same team as Chad Hearn. You know, and obviously you're trying to hold up Rob a bit.
Oh, it would.
Yeah, because Rob's probably sitting there going, you know, I've done my pit stop, I came back out, I'm in 4th, I want my spot back. So he's definitely going to go and have a crack and get it. Philip Morton just running wide a little bit there.
Oh, Brennan in the wall. Heath Brennan. Right in there. Just, I was scrolling back and I
Let's
just saw
see
him
if we can get
suddenly
a
in the wall.
replay.
What?
Yeah, he was in the pits just then.
Oh! Oh no, two wheels on the grass! And just slightly
Go back
touches
a
the
little bit more.
Armco. Coming out of what is actually the end of the Indy section of Brands Hatch.
Oh, a little touch there.
Yeah, not too much, but I don't know why he's going back to pits. I would have kept it going, maybe.
Yeah, he's trying to back it out and not go back into that traffic, and he's came back and touched the wall again, but that's no reason.
Yeah. Better be safe than sorry, I would think. Looks like some of the cars are bunching up now. Chris Whitaker on David Miller. Two of the best operators in the business right here. Oh, you're kidding me. Who was that? That Mercedes. Simon Armit just nearly got pile driven by Chris Whitaker, and that is enough for David to try and go out on the outside. He's going to execute this pass. He is going to pass Chris Whitaker on the outside of turn 5. That could not have been done on a Hollywood script. He could not have done that if it's just a regular pass, but he's done it. He's executed it. He's licked the stamp and sent it, and he's sent it well. So now he's now in position number 11 overall. Yeah, that has to be almost the pass in the night, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just showed a replay of that while you were commentating that. I was back at the replay of
Looks like Whitaker might also be affected here. Looks like his pace is slowing just a little. It might have been distracted from the Mercedes a lap prior.
Oh, in the background there.
Goes wide. He's about to He's about to be gobbled up by Colin Schweck behind him. Throws the block.
The next two corners are critical for him.
Here we go. And Schweck goes for the pass on the inside. So Whitaker has lost 2 spots in the matter of a lap at the same corner.
Yeah, there's something wrong with his car there. You can hear it as he drives past.
Is either fuel saving or there might be a bit of damage for the car that's actually affected him in terms of pace. I'm trying to figure that out. So his last lap was a minute 21.6, and the lap before then was a minute 20.3. That's a loss of exactly 1.3 seconds. And now he's done a 21.4, so he has lost a bit of time. I think he might have gotten distracted, or kind of distracted from that when the Mercedes tried and impeded him in traffic. It might have got him a bit of damage.
Yeah, the car might not be steering well, or the aero might be damaged or something like that.
Who knows? Like, it's absolutely fallen off in terms of pace.
Alright, so let's go have a look through the field. Let's start at the front up the front.
Philip Morton just gone a little wide.
Alright, Craig
What else
Edwards
is
leading.
happening? But the rest of the pack looks like everyone seemed to organise themselves pretty good. There's a bit of a battle here. I think that's a battle. Yes, there's a battle. Ryan Jones over Dominic Ferraris. Ferraris is going to go wide.
Whoa,
goes on the outside.
That's a
and
bit close.
Side by side, coming into pit straight, and he takes the spot. But watch the
no, he's not. He's not going to let him get away with it. He's going to put the pressure back on him.
That was close. Nearly got him at Paddock Hill Bend. But keep an eye on Ryan. He's going to do a pass. He might do a pass very shortly.
And Dominic has been slowly catching him though.
He has been, and
So Dominic might pull away if he can just get that little bit of pressure off the back of him for a second, and if he can just pull away from him, I think it'd be all right.
Oh, definitely, he definitely will be. It looks like that pace has indeed gone to Dominic's side, because he has pulled a bit of a gap over Ryan.
And this is Dominic's
Ryan
first race in the AMF Dev Series, by the way, as well.
Doesn't want to back off just yet. He's got a bit of leeway to go, and not long until this race is finished as well. Probably in for another 2 laps at least. Looks like that gap. Was he going for that pass? It looks like he was going to go for that pass, but Ryan thought otherwise.
The next closest battle we've got here is
the gap might be extending.
It's Colin
too much
Schreck again.
To the point that Ryan can't execute a pass safely. Let's go check the rest of the field, see if there's any incidents or anything else that's happening.
Yeah, well, Colin Schreck's on the back of David Miller, and that's for P10.
That's top 10.
Yeah, Trent
So
Thomas.
a battle to
He's
be
pretty
in the
close
top
to the back
10.
of Aaron Invers.
And looks like Colin might have closed up a bit on Miller. Whoa, a little bit unsettled coming into Westfield. Both look pretty unsettled, but I got a feeling that Schweck might do a pass very shortly. He's got a bit of pace, he's got momentum. When's he going to execute that pass? We shall not know. Basically, it's up to Schweck and also to Miller. Would Miller want to protect that corner, or would he want to let Schweck just take it? Getting a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, he's going to... Oh, it looked like he was trying to go for the pass before Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, 2 wheels on the sand there. He's closed up just a bit. These guys are the masterclass. They are pretty good in terms of car control and all that.
Especially for a P10 as well. And the next closest in front is Ryan Jones, is up the back of Dominic again. And then we've got Trent Thomas up the back of Aaron Invers for P2.
Okay, a pass just been...
Just as he makes a pass.
Looks like Davis just gave him the white flag and just said, just go. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, he's...
Slowing up.
Yeah, what's going on there?
What's the go? Is he... He's losing speed. Has he?
He's out of fuel.
Has he run out of fuel?
He definitely has. He's run out of fuel.
He's almost gone turtle speed.
Oh, mate, he's done a wind
Now
cut.
his fellow teammates actually noticed it, and is he going to try and...
Yeah, he's giving him a push.
It's giving it...
Yeah, can't say much about that.
Oh...
Good for trying, though.
Oh,
Go for it, lad.
Give him that. Oh, no.
Alright, let's go up to P2, because
Oh,
Aaron's got a little bit of pressure on here
Pat
from
Gallo.
Trent.
Gotta give you a bit of credit there. Absolutely tried his best. Absolutely tried his best. Oh, hello. What's happening? Rob Gay's also slowing down. Has he also run out of fuel? Oh wait, the race has ended.
No.
Really?
Yeah, no. Not on my screen.
Did
I miss something then?
Yeah, looks like the race is Yeah, it looks like the race is finished on my end.
Oh, it looked like not on my timing screen. We had another little bit there.
So So Craig Edwards is your race leader over 14 seconds over Aaron Ivers. Did we miss something? Must have.
Oh well, there you go. It's the end of the race. And we missed.
So that's...
That's definitely interesting.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
So Craig Edwards is your race leader. Has won the race, 14 seconds over Aaron Ivers. Trent Thomas rounds out that podium for an FSR 1 and 3. Then we've got Stephen Lattimore, Matt Morris, Dominic Ferraris, Ryan Jones, Rohan Kinans, William Mitchell, Colin Schweck, Chris Whitaker, Kenneth Latta, Liam Eagle, David Miller, and Philip Morton. Then the winner of the GT3s is Chad Hearn, Stephen Varga, Pat Gallo for GTE, Rob Gray, Mike Dial, Adam Gardner, Sebastian Murray Westberg, Stephen Armit, Stuart Coulter, and I believe these are the non-finishers of Heath Brennan, Liam Jensen, Michael Barron, Stuart Carsley, Kester Mack, Nathan Anderson, and Scott Goodman.
Yeah, see, even my timing screen says it differently. Oh well.
First round, always going to be...
it's teething issues. I'll just put it down to teething issues.
Yeah, I was probably put it down as the same thing too.
Oh well, it's been a pleasure.
We're so excited. It's like really enjoying it. All of a sudden, it just finished. Time flies.
Yeah, Brad, this race doesn't count. Oh well, cheers for joining me in the comms box.
Yeah, no worries.
And it's been a pleasure. It's a little bit different on this end because usually I'm the one that's talking and finding all the stuff, and Bruce is the one that's doing all the buttons. But I can understand. I can understand why he said it was a full-on job. It's very difficult trying to keep up with 3 different screens, and then obviously the battles that you find as well. But even to the point that we missed the end, that my timing screens even said that we had 5 minutes left. But look, 35 laps in 45 minutes. No major accidents, no major incidents with 20 cars getting taken out or anything like that. It was a good run for the start of the season or the 6th series. Round 1. I think there was a lot of technical issues here and there with everything. So, look, it went off with a hitch, and I'm pretty happy with it. And the new overlays worked to a point. There was a few little minor issues that will get ironed out in the next couple of days. But, look, it's still early in the 2019 season, so let's go onwards and upwards from here. And I just want to thank everyone for jumping in and watching it on YouTube and putting in your conversations and stuff like that. Sorry I couldn't get into there and have a conversation with you lads, but yeah, definitely in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Really enjoyed that race. Really enjoyed being on board the commentary booth, and cannot wait for next round.
Yeah, no worries. All right, I'll end the stream there, and thanks for your help, Isaac.
Shall be, I believe, next week.
Yeah, every week, every Sunday. They're all on YouTube. They're all under YouTube events, and you'll see them all around Facebook in the next couple of days.
Awesome.